So you guys have been requesting me to do a video showing you how I update our budget in real time throughout the month. So for this budget month of November 2020, I am going to be taking you along with me, showing you when I'm updating my budget in real time. Because a lot of people think that like a budget is set in stone, and once you set it on paper or in Excel or whatever your budget method may be, you can't change it. But that's actually not true. You can totally change it as you go through the month, and I would highly recommend doing so because it then more accurately reflects what you are actually expecting expenses to be if they change throughout the month. Oh, also, I guess I didn't introduce myself. Hey, I'm Marissa, and here on my channel we talk about life and money and how you can enjoy life while still accomplishing financial goals. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, definitely subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any new videos. I love sharing all about budgeting here on my channel, so you'll be sure to see a lot of those videos. So today is October 26th, and actually my November 2020 budget with me video just went live today, and I like to budget like really early on. I set our budget for the month like a week in advance basically, because I'm a huge budget nerd and I love to get it planned out for the month. But I already realized that there's something I forgot to add, so I need to update my budget. So I was going to show you in real time how I'm updating my budget through the month. And the thing that I forgot to add to our budget this month is property taxes. So we have been homeowners for a full year now, so this is still fresh for me of expecting like what we're supposed to be doing for paying property taxes, because we had our first mortgage payment actually last November, so we've had a year of mortgage payments. So we didn't have 20% down to put on our house, so we have to pay PMI, and also we have to then pay our property taxes and insurance through escrow. Like it's held in escrow and then paid out for us. So our entire mortgage payment is made up of principal, interest, taxes, insurance, PMI. So we pay like the estimate, I guess, of whatever escrow says we should pay for our property taxes. But tonight we just got our bill of what our property taxes actually are for this year, and it ends up that what we paid is going to be a little short of what is actually due this year. And with that, I fully anticipate that my mortgage payment will be larger going forward because property taxes are just going to keep going up. So here's a look at my budget in Excel. This is the budget template that I use every single month. If you are interested in it, I have it for sale on my shop. I will have a link to that down below so you can check it out. It's an instant download that you can use in Excel or Google Sheets or whatever you may use, but this is what I use every month. So I need to make a line item for taxes. So I'm going to go down here to the bottom to make it just like an extra normal expense line item and just click insert. Then I'm going to label it taxes. And then the amount that I need to budget for, which that difference is going to be $337.74, and this is due mid-November, so that is now complete. There also is one more thing that I need to adjust. I need to adjust income. We ended up changing a withholding for Jacob, increasing retirement contributions, and his net pay ended up being different than what I was thinking, so I'm going to update that for our income as well. So I updated our income, we have new income, and then also added in that property tax expense. So we use a zero-based budget, which means all of our income equals all of our expenses or savings. So here we have our total income is $67.40 for this month. So let's scroll down and look at the bottom line here. So I have this formula set up to calculate the difference, which should be zero, and as you can see, it is $337.74. So I need to adjust that, take it out somewhere else. So the big thing that we're working on right now is putting extra to our mortgage payments. So we make extra principal payments, but looks like I'm going to need to adjust that to be able to reflect the difference here, because we need to make sure our budget equals zero. So I'm going to take this out, and then this formula then tells me the difference, $327.60. So that is now how much we can put to our extra mortgage payments for our budget to equal zero. I don't know how the coloring in here got like orange. It's very strange, but anyway, I got that updated for our mortgage payment and also the property taxes. So, I mean, bummed that we don't get to put as much to the mortgage, but obviously we have to pay taxes, so we're going to pay our property taxes, and that just is what it is. So that is the first update that I have to make. Again, I would rather make updates throughout the month because then I have a better understanding of what our budget is actually going to look like. When you start your budget at the beginning of the month, it's not set in stone. You can update it as time goes on. So I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me for the rest of the month of November to show you any other sorts of updates that I may make, and also show you how I record and update my actuals in real time. So this video should be interesting. It's like a budgeting vlog. It's so fun. Also, the lighting now looks better. So, okay, see you guys whatever next day I need to. Hey guys, today is November 7th and I have another update to do on our budget. It ended up that we adjusted Jacob's 401k contributions a little bit more, so that impacted his take-home pay, and so I need to adjust that, update it in our budget, so then I can also update the rest of our expenses accordingly. And I don't show you our individual income, so I do have that blocked out, but I'm going to make that update here. Okay, and doing that update left us with $45 that we need to reallocate in the budget. So I'm going to take that out of our extra mortgage payment here, and I'm going to make that $303.66. Hey guys, have another budget update for you. So today I'm actually sitting down and reconciling my budget. So throughout the month, I try and do this like every Sunday. Before I had a baby, I would do this every Sunday, where I would sit down and enter in everything that I've spent and enter it into my budget spreadsheet, which I'll show you how I do that. And now that I do have a baby, I don't consistently do it every week, more like every 10-ish days, but I like to stay on top of it, and this is a really important part of budgeting because you need to keep checking in with your budget so that you know how you're doing throughout the month, and you can make any mid-month adjustments if necessary, like I've showed you the adjustments that I make in my budget. So this is how I record my transactions in my budget template and update my budget spreadsheet as the month goes on. So the way that I do this is I pull up all of my transactions that I have on any sort of cards. We use 2 different credit cards that we pay off in full every month. So we use those, and then I simply just log on to my account and I look at all of my recent transactions, and then I just input them into my budget spreadsheet. So this is kind of hard to see on camera, but here's one transaction for Disney Plus, and that was $69.99, renewing our Disney Plus account. So here's my budget spreadsheet, and so here it has the dashboard where you can see the budget and actuals for our budget, but then here on the left is all of the transactions that we have through the month. So I basically just type the date, the category, the store that I spent money on, and then the amount, and record it in this section of my budget spreadsheet. So here you can see the Disney Plus transaction, $69.99, recorded in my budget. So then when I want to update the actuals of my budget, I just go up to the top to category, and it has a filter option, and then I just select the category that I want to view. So I'm going to deselect everything, and then since we're looking at the Disney Plus one, I put it to this category of Disney Plus, and then it'll show up everything that's in that category. So $69.99 is how much was for Disney Plus. But if I want to see like how much I've spent on food this month, then I can, let's deselect all. I can scroll down and look at food, and it'll show all of my grocery transactions. So I can just add them up here, and down at the bottom of Excel, I can see that my total was $328.82, and then I can update my actual column with that amount. I also have done a video using my budget template in a more advanced way, and the advanced way is how I personally use it, which is with a sum if function. I'll leave that video up here so you can check it out if you want to see how to use that function in Excel. But yeah, that's how I update my budget throughout the month. I hope that this video was a little bit helpful and gave a little bit of insight as to what I do through the month with budgeting. And don't forget, if you want to check out my budget template, I will have it with a link in the description box down below, so you can check it out there. So thanks so much for hanging out and watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.